January 2019, me and Biker Girl, who are married to each other, decided to fly to Hawaii for a week, rent some motorcycles, and ride around Hawaii, island of Oahu. Now, the intention was for her to ride a Triumph Bomber and me to ride a Triumph Bonneville. But on the very long trip on the airplane, I damaged my back. So I decided that I should ride a Harley Davidson Fatboy. Now, I've never ridden a Fatboy or any other Harley Davidson for that matter. So this was the first for me. And being as Biker Girl, it was a very new rider. At the time that we went to Hawaii, she opted for the Honda 500 Rebel, which I thought was a nice, easy bike for her to learn to do this on. So for this trip, we took all our bike gear with us from mainland USA, from the East Coast. We brought both our helmets, our motorcycle boots, our motorcycle pants, which are jeans, which are fully armored. She is wearing a mesh motorcycle jacket with a full suite of armor in it. That's shoulders, elbows, and back. I'm wearing a Merlin riding shirt, which also has a full suite of armor in the elbows, shoulders, and back. It took up quite a lot of room in our luggage, but I thought it was worth it. Biker Girl is wearing an LS2 modular helmet, the type where the chin bar goes all the way to the back of the helmet. I'm wearing a Bell 3/4 helmet. I have my GoPro mounted on the very top of my helmet. I have since moved it to the side, which makes it feel much easier and better filming. As you can see, we experienced quite a bit of weather on our trip. When we started off, it was beautiful sunshine, about 80 degrees, but we had rain and wind and more rain and then some sunshine again. So this area of the island we're passing now, on our left, is where they filmed Jurassic Park. And a couple of days after we rode past that area, we went there and did a 4x4 safari of the park. And it wasn't just Jurassic Park that was filmed there. Something like 200 films have been filmed there, including Kong of Fire Island. Very interesting place. Not sure if you can hear in the background, but me and Biker Girl are talking to each other through helmet communicators or communication devices that we both have. It's a very cheap system that we bought, but line of sight about 3/4 of a mile we can speak to each other, and I find this one of the most important safety devices of riding a motorcycle, is that we can talk to each other and advise each other of what's going on. As you can see from my GoPro, the rain and the humidity were pretty high. The humidity was causing my GoPro to mist over all the time. You may notice that I have the camera mostly on Biker Girl. I find that she's far better, more photogenic than I am, and as I said before, she's very new to motorcycling, and I think, considering how little experience she has, she did really well. We went through highways and rain and wind and sun, and She did really good. So the island change of Hawaii is quite an interesting place. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd ever get the chance to motorcycle around Hawaii. Well, although this is just one island of the chain. This is Oahu, which is the most populated island of Hawaii. And if you look over a biker girl's shoulder, the scenery is absolutely stunning. But the island is so much smaller than I expected. I think just riding normal speeds here in Hawaii, you would get around the whole island in about 5 hours. There is no way of riding fast. 35, 40 miles an hour is about as fast as you can go, except on the highway. We did manage to get to about 70 miles an hour on the highway. I'm constantly losing sight of Biker Girl. I'm constantly looking left and right at the scenery and not paying attention to what's completely in front of me. So she always disappears off into the distance. Obviously she's not looking left and right quite as much as I am. Or maybe she can hold constant speed better than I can, although I doubt it. So my impression of the Fatboy that I'm riding, I can say it's comfortable enough, it's powerful enough, it's got the 107 engine in it. Whoever did maintenance on it needs their arse to get kicked. They have the wheel in at a slightly off-center angle. So when I accelerate in a corner, the back end constantly wants to step out to the right, not to the left, only to the right. So that tells me that the wheel is not centered. But I found out that within a few seconds of riding the bike. I was going to go back to the shop and replace it. I thought, what the hell? We're not going to be going fast. It won't make any difference. Now my personal bike back in the USA is a 2018 Indian Chieftain, the base model. How does it compare to the Fatboy? It doesn't. The Indian Chieftain is far more comfortable, far more rideable, and a far superior motorcycle. If I lived in Hawaii, would I have an Indian Chieftain? No. Would I have a Harley Davidson Fatboy? No. I would probably have some small 700cc motorcycle, maybe a Triumph Bonneville, maybe a Triumph Bonneville T100, something like that. Anything bigger than that is superfluous here. You don't need it. Where can you go? I mean, 5-hour round trip to the island. Go one day, go around the right hand side, and next time go around the left hand side. That's it. There aren't many roads in the middle. So why would you need a big touring motorcycle? Me and Biker Girl had the most wonderful motorcycling experience we've ever had when we rode in Hawaii. Would I recommend it to anybody else? Oh, hell yes. Would I recommend these two motorcycles? No, not particularly. You just need a motorcycle. A Honda Grom would do. But I have to say that the Fatboy was comfortable enough, and the Honda Rebel was comfortable enough for our needs on this little trip around the island of Oahu. We were caught in monsoon type rains, which was fun, especially with a motorcycle with the rear wheel not correctly aligned. It was a little too much fun here and there. But luckily I have probably 30 years of experience of motorcycling, and it didn't bother me too much. due to the weather, I was constantly talking to the bike girl, giving her advice on what to do and what not to do. I hope I wasn't annoying her, but I don't think I was. She'd never ridden in rain before. I must admit, it's been quite a while since I've ridden in rain. And the roads here were pretty good, so it wasn't that much of an issue. On our trip back in the rain, we came to a set of traffic lights, and I thought I was going to die of old age waiting for these traffic lights to change. It took a very long time, so at this point I speeded up the film by 3 times, otherwise we would have been here all day. And at last, we are moving. I thought we were going to